$300 for a Russell's? Stick around to find out if it's really worth that price. Alright, today I am reviewing the newest release from Russell's. That is the Russell's Reserve Single Rickhouse Camp Nelson F. Shout out to our patron, Mike Miller, for sharing this sample with us so I could review it and tell you guys my thoughts on it. This one comes in at 117.6 proof. It retails at $300. $300 is a lot of money for a bourbon. It better be freaking amazing. So I'm going to dive in and tell you my thoughts on this. I actually haven't seen it in Colorado at all. I don't know if, I know it's just now getting released in places. I know it's going to be limited like it has been in the past. I know there was a release last year. I thought last year's release was good. Never got a bottle of it. I thought it was good, but I honestly thought there are some really, really good Russell's Reserve single barrels that could have held up closely to that. But let's see how I feel about this one. So here we go. Let's do this. Thank you guys for being here. And if you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. You know the thing. You know the drill. All right, here we go. Let's do this. On the nose, wow. My immediate reaction on this is incredible on the nose. It reminds me of a cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, like an oaky, brown sugar, really rich and robust. It also has this really nice, delicate, creamy note in it that I like on the nose. This is one of those that I could sit and smell for hours. It smells fabulous. I really, really like the nose on this one. Really balanced, really satisfying on the nose. Caramel, vanilla, brown sugar. You get some like char notes in there, oaky, vanilla bean. Just really, I like the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper note that I'm getting out of this. It reminds me of my childhood, whenever I had a cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper in a styrofoam cup from the local drive-in. Oh man, that was so good. That's what it reminds me of on the nose. Now, let's taste it. Here we go. Wow. That is really, really fantastic on the palate. I get this milk chocolate, more of that cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, brown sugar, caramel, not overly sweet, but not dry, like really balanced, like really nicely tingles the tongue. I love that flavor. Definitely oaky, super oaky when it hits your tongue. So if you don't like a higher oaky profile, you might not like this. That is so freaking good. Like so freaking good. It's delicious. The finish stays there. It's a perfect proof. It's just so balanced throughout. Like you get that cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper. You get the oakiness. Then comes the brown sugar. And then comes like a little bit more sweeter chocolate on the back end. It's like chocolate up front, chocolate on the back end. It's so nice and so delicious. I like it. I think it's great. I am going to give this... This is hard. Scoring this one is really hard because the more I sip on this, the more I love it and the more I'm just like, holy crap, this is really, really good. It is really, really good. I mean, it could even be a contender for Bourbon of the Year, but I don't have a bottle, so I don't know how I can make that a contender for Bourbon of the Year. I usually like to keep that to bottles I actually have, so maybe I'll find it. But I'm gonna give this one 4.5 corks out of 5. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is right up there with some of the other like really, really good bourbons that I've had this year. Like it blows me away. Now, let's counter in the other factor of the $300 price tag. $300 is a lot of freaking money. It's like, holy crap. I mean, it has to really, really be good for me to want to spend $300. Like that is a lot of money. So thinking about that is tough. Right? $200 I would spend all day. $300 is really, really, really pushing it. Like it's, if you have it in your budget, by all means, spend the $300 on this bottle because it is fantastic. If you like an oaky cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, really good finish, really great nose, really fantastic all the way through. I start to think about things like Michter's 10-year bourbon, and I think that's fantastic too. And I said I would spend $200 on that all day. So I think that $300 limit is really pushing it for me. Like $300 is a lot. Now, do I think this is better than a Russell's Reserve 13-year? I really do. I really think that this just has a little bit more pow and wow and Like just has more to it to me. It's a richer version of a Russell's Reserve 13. Overall, this is fantastic. You really, I mean, for the price tag, that's the only thing that's like holding me back on this. But otherwise, it's freaking delicious. So if you can go buy a pour first, go buy a pour. I'd recommend buying a pour. And if you find a bottle and you have it in your budget, buy it. You will not be disappointed. It really is fantastic. So those are my thoughts. Shout out to Mike Miller for sharing this sample. Thank you so much. Seriously, we really appreciate it. Wait, don't leave yet. So I decided to start drinking this a little bit more and I kept going back to it. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. It is so good. This is definitely a contender for Bourbon of the Year. And if you have the means to spend $300 on this and you see it, buy it. It's so good. So freaking good. That's all I've got for you today. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and I'll see you next time.